Te whaatalo whātu I le mai mo mai alo tātu o tunuu I le nei tai au le ala whai mai fōi o le pa ia lasi o le tātu o tunuu I whanunga le lei I le mai ai fōi o malolonga sa whiangai ma le nu o le tua I le pō ana pō ia whaatalo whātu ia lau malo le nei fōi vaenga o le tai au I lo tātu o tunuu whai ma ua ma le whonga le whionga le kovanasidi le ngai te leo le whai ngā malo momoli atuai le whaatalo wha So, ale ngā te leo le tātou wha moe peo na tau mai mo mai ai dungo le tātou KVZK. O le nei wawina atua tātou wha salonga tu sao. Peo na masani ai mai nei le malaya le sui ngā ulo le atu wasa. I le meo lo wha tino ai le wha moe o le tātou malo peo na amata mai le asululu le vai aso nei. Peo na le pose lilo, peo na sao noa le fionga I le tātou whaao le tātou malo le fionga fo I le kovanasili o Amerika Samoa le ngā te leo ai wa wani atu le tātou whasalonga tu sa o le nei o nei fia momori atu le whaafutai I nisi fo I o tātou paanga le ngā te leo pisnisi nisi o sui o le malo sa whapea o na whasoso ani mai ma fōa I mai mo le tātou whaamoe le nei aso tu sai ma lo tō alofa ma le tō maau o whapea o na awina ia umale whaamoe o le tātou whai ngā malo Mo le tau sila fia tapuni le tātou whaamamoe le nei le aso na nafi le tālu tōlu. Ua ono se furu ta siafe, ono se lau, ia le tau a whae po le tātou tupe sa whapea o nā oina le tātou malo le aso na nafi. Ai mo le tai au nei, o le ua isine whaapoponga ia tātou whaai pe o na tuina mai, mai ave ia nei taimi se o tau mawhai lau ina atu lo tau alofa ma le tau maau pe o nā wina le tai au nei le tāle valu. O le tātou me alofa mua pe o na wha o mai le tai au nei ia o le me alofa na mamori na mai le sunga ia veni tau wanuu se furu tā la. O le se tātou me alofa pe o na wha mawina le tātou ofisa le tai au nei o le me alofa pe o na tau awina na mai I le awhionga I a lolo molinga o le fo I sa avea ma a tātou kovana o Amerika Samoa I le pā inga o mwai atu tasi le awhe tā la. O le tātou mea lofa le nei watu I na mai whanua tele Dr. le alofi se au 5 tā la. O le se tātou mea lofa mai I a pole ai alo ese 5 tā la. O le tātou mea lofa tu ina mai moe ngalafo whamuina 2 tā la. O le mea lofa na mamori ina mai le tau nei, na awina mai lea vai vanu Samuelu 2 tā la. O le leisi mea lofa na tu ina mai a swafa whaasulu 2 tā la. O le mea lofa tu ina mai aso whaafatai pulu 2 tā la. Mai a whaafatai tasha atio 2 tā la. Mai a sima malele tau whitee 2 tā la. O le mea lofan tu ina mai au fale fau olo mua ngutu 10 tā la. O le mea lofa fo I pe tu ina mai le tau nei mai a Dr. Sri Saeni wasai ta se 2 tā la. Mai a DJ Fritz Mangeo 2 tā la. Ia ma le tatu mea lofa pe o na mawha mawina le tau nei mai a lana lei fiaui sa lau tā la. O na mawai leo le tatu au whainga pe o na awina le tau nei se i mai le teimi le nei mai le tau le valu wa le tā leiva. Leo mawai le tatu whaapoponga I awhe tōru sa lau varu sa fulu. Ia ona whaapopo ai lea ma le tatu ono sa fulu ta si awhe ono sa lau pe o na awina le asona nafi. Ia mawai le tatu pale ni fau le nei o le ono sa fulu lu awhe iwa sa lau valu sa fulu tā la. Moni atu lu whaafutai I lo tātou atunu I lātou foe pei o na wha o mai o lātou lofa I le tātou wha moe le nei aso e mole sila fia le tātou atunu whato atapuni le tātou wha moe le nei le tālu tolu le au nei tāle valu a mata tāle tolu na tapuni lea a whai foe le mawhai ona o mai nei le malaya le sui ngā ule wha o mai ei lau mea lofa ia po lau foa I mo na le tātou usoi Tonga ia mwhai lava na sua nei lungo le tātou website o le www.americansamoa.gov ia ona sua nei le o omi le mena ta o le PayPal wha o mai ei ia lau sosoani mo na i o tātou usoi Tonga e mai se lava I lātou o lo mai mo mai ma maua mai le nei whaasalonga mai Amerika, Australia, New Zealand, ia o Europa, wa le mau atu, to telefo I lava isi, u whapeo na whasota I mai o tātou ali mata mai tai o lo tautua le malo I vaenga au ese o le malo tele I Europa atoa I mfenu fa o mai ai I lau sosoane tu sai mo le fa mo le tatu whainga malo pe o na iei nei. I la tau lo tu fisili mai po a mai I le tau nei Amerika Samoa I mo le tau sila fia o le foiwa. Maua sina swing o le tau le nei aso na amata mai fo I le tai au pe I se timu ma se tau whaafefe mai o le savili ia a le la ua solonga le lei le tau le nei aso le ua amata na vaia fo I folinga le lei o le tau le ua oso mai le la le tu I sifo ia o vainga lava I o le alofa ma le anga le lei o le tu o le tatu o tunu mamoli a tuai le whaafetai tele lava I le tatu o tunu ia ono le langolango sua mai le wha moe moe o le fionga le Kovana City ma le lutena Kovana ngata I leo le tatu whainga malo mo le wha moe moe le ala sa ilingo stato tupe mona yo tato uso I Tonga. Au le tato numera la nae te wala au mai ai o le ua pe onto sila mai tua mai o ma wanei ma le sunga ia fia ia le rau whaatasi mai ia le vaenga o le ofiso le veterani o le afso swani mo le wha mamawino o lo tau alofa ma le tau ma au le nei aso au le tato numera nae te wala au mai ai o le ono tolu o pe ona whaino atu o la lava le me te au iai pe tala lua tala afe tala ia talia ma le fia o le wha moe le tatou malo ia tatou ausia le se lau wafe tala o le tatou fesoasoani ai le whaapea o le amuta ai lo fia fesoasoani o le alava le tupepe o vatu ma le se lau wafe tala ia e pea ona saunoa le Kovana City o le tatou tupe ato na nae mamoli mona i o tatou uso I Tonga. Good morning, Fia. Thanks for joining us on our live coverage. A very pleasant good morning to you all. It's great to have your company wherever you're tuning in from the mainland, from Europe, from Australia, from New Zealand. Welcome. It's great to have your company on this bright and beautiful, it's Friday morning. It's Friday here in American Samoa. Where else would you rather be but here at Suinga'ula looking at the beautiful landscape of American Samoa? We are so blessed to be in this amazing place, aren't we?
We are blessed, definitely. Good morning, Tosi. Good morning to all of you who are streaming live through our Facebook page. We just want to recognize KVZKTV and the hard work of the engineers and those who are able to provide this service for us. Also to Azteca. Azteca is a major partner in this initiative, and we also want to send our thank yous to Director Leota for his engineers and his staff, as well as the Governor's Office IT, Technology Office. This Technology Office is another initiative of the Governor's Office, and they've definitely stepped up to help us today. So for all of you non-Samoan speaking viewers today, we just wanted to again give a brief report about the update of the amount of money that we have been able to raise. This is day three, and this is an amazing amount of cash already. So so far we have $62,980. $62,980 on day three. So just like on day one, I think we set our goal at 150,000. I think the governor said 100,000.
But I think we collected more than 50 on day one.
That is true.
That's very good. Yeah.
So and just to kind of give a background for those viewers who are new to this initiative, who are just now jumping online and getting on our website and through KVZKTV live as well. This initiative is headed by the Office of the Governor and by the local Samoan Affairs Office. So thank you to La Fionga Maputasi, for his staff and the professionalism that they're showing, reaching out into the villages and the churches, and also the organizations out there to help bring in more support for this initiative. So this initiative here at Suinga'ula is the headquarters. So this drop-off site, or this site, is where we would take monetary donations only from Monday to Friday. From Wednesday to Friday, from the hours of 8 to 3. We're open to receive monetary donations. On Saturdays, tomorrow, the 29th, and on Saturday, February 5th, we will be opening up 14 drop-off sites. And those drop-off sites you can find on our website, www.americansamoa.gov, Tongan Relief. And they're spread out throughout Tutuila. So from the west, central to the east, you will have a designated drop-off site those drop-off sites, we will be accepting all other types of donations. Tosi,
Right.
so
Yeah.
we're looking at not only monetary, but also clothes, non-perishable goods, and canned food or water. So any type of donations that you feel like you want to package together starting today, and then for next week, you can drop those off at those drop-off sites that you see on our website. And just to kind of also
Sure.
talk brief chat here, I was looking up the total population of of Tonga, the islands of the Kingdom of Tonga. It's just a little bit over 100,000 altogether. Hawaii, however, is about 6,000
Yeah.
population. That's reported by the Tongan government website, and it's if we put it into perspective here for American Samoa, that's about the entire modern day Tafuna area. Or if you also want to look at it another way, it's putting together the village of Pango and the village of Iri together, and that's kind of the size of the community of Hawaii was affected directly by the volcano eruption.
Yeah, it's absolutely devastating seeing all the the vision coming out of Tonga. I mean, as you mentioned previously, Fifia, I think for about a week, connection between Tonga and the world was completely cut because of, because their cable was destroyed that provides internet connection between Tonga, because it comes from Fiji, from what I was told. Which is why we're doing this, to at least to give something back to the poor people of Tonga. And also we have a very big Tongan community here in American Samoa. Some of them, their kids born and raised in American Samoa, and they consider themselves American Samoans, and it's great that, that we are able to assist our brothers and sisters in Tonga during these difficult times. Last night I was watching the news from New Zealand, and the King of Tonga is urging his people to unify and rise from the ashes of the volcanic and the tsunami. The King's speech last night was very touching, really. You could see that he's really sad about what's happening to the country, and of course what his people are going through at the moment. And it's great to see international donors coming together, as well as the foreign countries coming together to provide for Tonga. I know New Zealand and Australia have already provided assistance in terms of aid, and Australia is sending its Navy in today as we speak to do some more work to try and revive what's left of the kingdom. And this live, I was told, has now been broadcast all over Tonga. So we would like to say hello to everyone in Tonga who's watching this. I know communication is still not 100%, but this is what the government of American Samoa is doing, so that we can, give you some sort of assistance in terms of, to try and, and help, you guys back in Tonga. I have some really good friends in Tonga. Fifi, I would like to say hello to Joey Mataele in Tonga, and also to Catalina Tohi. Catalina is watching, I know that for sure, because Catalina is the director of broadcasting in Tonga. She's the one who sent me an email last night saying that they were watching our live yesterday. So talofa and talofa, Catalina, it's great to know that you guys are watching from Tonga, especially Simone, who works for the TV in Tonga. We are doing our bit, to help you guys. So it's, we are brothers and sisters at the end of the day. Our Pacific blood runs so deep.
That's true, and it's not just in the region. It's
Right.
also Tongan communities worldwide. I actually got a chance to speak to some of my Tongan family in the Bay Area. So yes, the Makas in San Mateo, and all of them are deeply affected by the tragedy that's happened. And it's one of those events, as we had stated before, once in a lifetime that you'll ever be able to experience. But it's the one event where you can look back and know exactly where you were
Right.
when the volcano erupted. And we put that into comparison with something like 9/11 or even the tsunami that happened in 2009 here in American Samoa. You can those types of events really do shape the resilience of a country, the resilience of the leaders, and that's all that we ask. And as a country here in American Samoa, we have decided to, as a government, to put together this drive, and we ask everybody who is tuning in and listening in to stop by. Come here by Sungaudu. We have a DJ Fritz Mangel, who's playing music non-stop. And you can chat with myself and Tosi. But also, if you cannot join us physically, please call 633-3333. If you're an Azteca subscriber, you can short dial 333. And also through our PayPal. So if you visit our website, as Tosi had mentioned earlier, www.americansamoa.gov, you will find the PayPal link. And as of yesterday, when that link was active, I think there was quite a bit of activity that picked up with donors that were donating from as far as America, and as Tosi had mentioned, from the UK and New Zealand and Australia. So Fafitai Te Lava. This is only a humble initiative that we can put together, but I'm pretty sure at the end of next week we'll have a good idea of how much money we will be able to collect, and also any other donations, clothes, food and water. But make sure the food, if you're donating, is non-perishable, so canned foods, something that we could put into the container and send it over, but it won't go bad. So to all our viewers and listeners from Tonga, Talofa from American Samoa, and yes, if this is something that is reaching you now, we want to definitely, on behalf of the Office of the Governor and Samoan Affairs, extend our greetings and talofa and our very prayers and our thoughts for such a devastating catastrophic event.
Maloilele to Emelina Tuita, the former ambassador of Tonga to China. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Thank you very much for joining us today. I just got a message from her. And I'd also like to say hello to some people tuning in from Washington. We're looking at the feed here, and we've already received a few comments from Poasa, Pose, Fa'aita, from Bremerton. Is that how you say it? Bremerton, Washington. I've never been to Washington. I'd love to go there one day. Good morning to you. Mahalo lava whaftail whatasmai ngol tatu live at KVZK. Whatalo whatu fo'i ya Olivia Laupola whaftail whatasmai. Good morning la tu maunga. Whapea fo'i na whatalo whatu nisi o le mamalo le tatu o tunu o lo whatasmai ilungo penga tu whailangi mo le tatu whamoemoe le neaso. Auri ngale atu e a fai te le mawhai ona e suma i nei ia po whea lava le vaenga le atunu o e mai mo mai ai ia po whea lava le tafo le lalangi lo e mai mo mai e tatu whasalaunga le tatu PayPal le na wawa no antu na lo wadu lava dunga le tatu website o le www.americansamoa.gov ia o ina e maua mai whamatalanga uma pau lava le me whai o lo tango omi le mea nefa mai PayPal ia o na whaasino o tulola i o le vaenga tu ia le numero lau card ia ma le awha ingo lo walofa moli mai mo ma fia wa mwhai lava wha awala mai lo walofa ia ma fia ia on wha pena le no wha mawina mo le tatu wha moe le nei aso ia ai mo le tatu watunu o futa whaatasi mai le nei tai au ia ma moni atu le whaafitai o le ua fia le tatu melo ia le ua ono sifuru rua afe iwa se lau valu sifuru le tatu tupe whaapeo na wina e taifo le valu le tau nei ia wa maua le tatu me ano fau le na ia po le au whaingo le tatu tupe fau ono sifuru rua afe iwa se lau valu sifuru ai peo na whaino atu tasi le se lau afe le tatu tupe le sa ili le taimini nei ai le whaapeo le a muta ai lo walofa mo le Samoa tangata loto alo lofa pe whai mai lai titi se leni e fo ai lava le Samoa o le ala fo ile na e a rena whamanuia i tātou o le atua o lo tātou alo lofa ina i o tātou tangata ia langa te leo tātou sa tua o il tātou numero na ono tolu e te wala au mai ai i le tau nei. Good morning to le afa Rain from Kansas City in Missouri. Malo alwane lo se o ke fa mo le lunga tatu PayPal la fo se matu pe fia e ave il tatu me alo fa motonga ai malo fa ftai fia.
So I just wanted to go over the drop-off sites for tomorrow, Saturday, January the 29th. So we have 14 drop-off sites with the additional drop-off site here at Suingaula. Cruise Store Leone, US Mart Futinga, Ace Hardware Malaimi, Manua Store in Malaimi, KS Mart Tafuna, Cost You Less Tafuna, TSM Store Tafuna, Manua Store in Tafuna, Four Screen Lofo Nu'uli, Numanai Building Whangatongo, Main Market Whangatongo, Diua in Pangpango, and Tutuila Store Loloa, and Whangaitua High School in Whangaitua. Here, Suingaula, it will be here at the headquarters. You can also bring your donations here tomorrow. And then also online, virtually, you can obviously, as Tosi had mentioned, pay through PayPal. And just to remind everybody, the number here is 633-3333. And short dial for Azteca subscribers is 333.
Malo whaftai whaatalo whātu ia Misiona William Sioeli whaftai whaatismai lungol tātou live le nei tai au whaatalo whātu fo ia peni a mina tu fili malo peni ia o le tātou whaamoemoe le nei o le tātou mea lofa po le tātou so ngā tupe mō nei o tātou uso i Tonga ai peo nā whia i le whaanātura ia o lea te tala lava le avanoa o ai lava le se tasi o le atunu o e whia foai ia o le nei e mau te nofo atu i nei i le tātou malai o le Suingaula le atu wasa mo le awawina o le tātou foai mo nei o tātou uso o pangatia o no le whaalanatura pe on tau sila iai lungo ata pe ona whaasalau mai lungo le televisi o le leitio manu spepa ia ele i lava sa vaenga o le lalulangi i lulu na o tupu le whaalanatura i Tonga le lava na o lava i Amerika o Japani ia ma le tele o isi atu no na whaapeona matua whaina ona o le whaalanatura pe ona tūla mai Tonga. Again, Fifia, you know, it really goes to show how small the world is because of what happened in Tonga. You know, like the U.S. got affected. Is the southern coast of the, is it L.A.?
Yes. So tsunami
Sorry, I'm
waves.
not really familiar with that part of the world. Yeah.
Tsunami waves have definitely reached as far as Peru and up as far as Alaska, and then the rest of California and the whole West Coast. And the sound of the sonic boom also was heard about that far. So yes, even though it was a very small location of the region, but this eruption was definitely heard around the world, literally and figuratively. And it's not just Tonga that's going through this. The rest of the Polynesian community is also going through this because it could be any one of us. You know, the question that we all ask ourselves here in the region, because we're so remote, is it's not what is going to happen, but it's when it's going to happen and if we're prepared. So, you know, I want to give a shout out to Department of Homeland Security and TEMCO for keeping us alert and keeping us prepared with tips on how to keep your families prepared in times of natural disasters. And also a shout out to the NOAA staff. Without your ears and your eyes predicting and looking at models and looking at the weather, that's another big factor of us being prepared for any type of natural disaster. And also, again, I want to recognize some of the partners that put this call center together. Azteca, again, Director Leota, Faftailava for all your engineers and your expertise, as well as KVZK TV, your engineers and your editors and those who have taken advantage of the digital media that we have you know, access to now. The Office of the Governor's IT staff, under the leadership of Mr. Ngaloya, Faftailava, for all that you guys do for us today. And it's not a simple task. There's a lot of other offices that have joined us to put this together, but they just help to make it easier. And that's the way that we look at this fund and this drive. You know, we're a small drive, but we're going to work together to try and get Tonga some of the relief and some of the humanitarian needs that they may have at this point. You mentioned the Navy moving into. We had a Navy vessel here from the U.S., the USS Sampson, that pulled into port, and you know, because of reasons for OPSEC, you know, they are not allowed to share their schedule. But I'm not going to say that I know somebody that's on that vessel, and they may be heading out to Tonga to provide some humanitarian relief. So as soon as Congresswoman's office could give an official statement of what type of aid is headed to Tonga through the federal pipeline, we can only be we can only give what we can. So American Samoa ASG is putting together under the governor's initiative here to try and put together a gift or relief efforts for the Kingdom of Tonga.
Malo Fifia. Good morning, Chuck, Vastica. Thank you very much for your assistance, as Fifia mentioned, for providing our internet connection so that we can make this live to everyone watching this possible. We would like to say good morning to some people who have just said good morning to us on our feed. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Lingy Henry. Okay, my husband and I will come by to hand in straight to you some funds to support the Tonga relief sometime today. Thank you very much, Lingy. That's very kind of you. Thank you for your support and for your kind assistance for our brothers and sisters in Tonga. Tonga is indeed a beautiful place, Fifia. I've been there a few times. One of my favorite places is an island just off the coast of Nuku'alofa. It's called Pangaimotu. Pangaimotu is a very beautiful island. It's almost like Aunu'u. That's how far it is out from the main island of Tongatapu. Sunday, everything closes in Tonga on Sunday. But that's a nice place where you can sort of escape to just to have a beer and, just to chill. And I love that about Pangaimotu. It is a beautiful place. The weather in Tonga is absolutely beautiful. It's not like, it's not hot. It's just nice and cool, and it's a beautiful place. And it's just, devastating to see what's happening in Tonga now. I heard on the news that there was a lot of rainfall yesterday in Tonga, so I'm glad that is finally happening, because good morning, Olivia Laupola. Thank you, and aloha. I believe Olivia is in Hawaii. Good morning to you all of Tau. Thank you very much. You're tuning in from Frisco. PayPal is open. You can go on the www.americansamoa.com and just put in the amount that you want to donate towards our humanitarian relief fundraising drive for Tonga. Anything else, Fifia? Today, Fifia and I will be back and forth on our live to provide all the information about our purpose, our fundraising drive, as well as some of the donations that we have received or we will be receiving throughout the day.
I just wanted to, lastly, for this segment, just wanted to remind all the directors and deputy directors, you do have the breakdown for your staff. So ASG employees will be donating as much as, well, there's
is it 200 per director? Is that what it is?
Heard.
Yeah.
2,000?
2,000? 200? Oh, okay. 2,000 should be okay.
I'm not sure, but they do have the breakdown for themselves and their staff. So we look forward to seeing a huge contribution from ASG employees. So it's not just the general public; it is also the employees who are coming together and finding ways to provide any type of relief and any type of donation for this drive. So again, PayPal on our website, americansamoa.gov, or if you want to call in, 633-3333. These beautiful women behind us are standing by to take your call and your donations.
Good morning, Katia. Katia says good morning from New York. New York. Thank you for joining us, Katia. Saula mai lau donation ka ko mo nia so. Ola saulava ma se taimi ma tu failo atu ia le tau ma au ma le tau alo fatulai mo ia tatou so I le mo Tonga au fanga solo I pe le tatou fa mo le nia so su mai tu salava pe re so fo ai su mai pe tatou noa atono atantalo mai lava ia ma o fia e o Sofia I foi lo ngona lo fam fo e lo lau tupe asu mai nei masalo stemi o ruma la festa barbecue nei a fia
ya se me penga o le tfalo ngo tfo e nei o au fa fia o mai Foi mai tu fa fifianga i. Nem salor va so le pa tarfenga i pa.
Na
Pule li au dia.
matala no la vetala to e sau no na matala no ma le sunga i le whawhenga ia paia. Le iri wha moe fofo mai au siva mai nā le tātou e kale se tu whaatasi Tonga. Hale ola vai aso nei po vai aso fou. E mai whamaka ko GMC reader me se tātou whasuani awhia. Come on, Olivia. Come on, Olivia. Come over. Give us a hand. You know, just a few tables and.
But that would definitely be nice if we can grab a dance group or two from the Tongan community to maybe break from our or add a little flavor to our live here. So.
Yeah. Le foi mo le ava no ai fai foi ma fa fia ma le sunga ia fia ala ngala ma uai e se mana mia se fa I di foi le a to le sfulu lua a
yeah po ulale
no
yeah say
mana ia la su mai ulale tata sina tanto pese il tu le manu ia ona awa wai mai lo la ia pese ta leni foi le a o le pese lava tasi le pese lima tala lua o pese ia was full tala o turanga na le afa ia il tato mo le vai se fo ia mo ni atu fa fa le tato tunu la se vai foi o le tato fa mo a to tali mai le tato le tato fa salonga ne la KVZK de nei tau ia ona to lau wina tu no leo ni so tato fo ai o fa pe ona tanu mai le tato ofisa ai mo le famana tuatu o le tato numero le na pe o to sila mai e lungo le tato screen o le ono tolu la to fo mai le tato fa salonga ia na ma to tam faile ma le sunga ia fi sunia e to lau wina tu ni so alofa mai le tato tu. Any last words before we take it back to the to lay?
Not at this moment.
All right. Thanks.
See you later.
Thank you, brother. Okay. Lela to le tato fa salong le tato ofisa au to lay. Ya ato taliu mai loa. Ia ona to fa wina for le tato fa mo le tato me alofa mo Tonga le nei tai au fa tai lava.